Here exercise number 1.4, prove that the following are irrational. Prove that the following are irrational. Here the first question is 1 upon root 2. So second one is root 3 plus root 5. Third one is 6 plus root 2. So fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. There are 7 questions are there. Already root 5 is completed here. This one. So now remaining I will explain you here. Here the first question is 1 upon root 2. Here we have to prove this one. 1 upon root 2 is an irrational number. So the same process how we prove root 2, root 3, root 5, like that only. Here also we have to use the technique contradictory method. So in this contradictory method, first we have to assume that 1 upon root 2 is a rational number. So here also, here we can write 1 upon, let us assume that one upon root 2 is a rational number. So 1 upon root 2 is a rational number. So this can be written as in the form of p by q. So here we can write 1 upon root 2 is equal to p by q. You know that p, q are integers and q not equal to 0. P comma q are co-primes. This is what you have to do. So now to simplify this, what we can do? Either we can do the cross multiplication or reciprocal. Either side we can take the reciprocal. Directly you can get the answer here. So one first process is here 1 times q equal to root 2 p. This one. Or we can take reciprocals of either side, LHS and RHS reciprocal. You can take the reciprocal. So you can write this one is root 2 by 1 equal to q by p. This is the direct method. So okay, we can do the first one. Here q is equal to root 2 p. Transposing p this side, so we can write q upon p equal to root 2. So you know that p and q are integers for all the values of p and q. Here p comma q are integers for all the values of p and q. P q upon p becomes a rational number. And q upon p is a rational number. We know that q by p equal to root 2. So q by p is rational. Root 2 must be rational. So here root 2 must be rational because here LHS is equal to RHS. LHS equal to RHS. So LHS is rational, RHS must be rational. But this contradicts the fact. Because already we proved that root 2 is a irrational number. This contradicts the fact. contradicts the fact. So therefore our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is, whatever we assume, that is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. So therefore we can say that 1 upon root 2 is an irrational number. So first one is over. Here the next question. Here you see the sum of two irrational numbers is given. We have to show that the sum of the two irrational number also irrational number. To prove this, here also we have to assume that root 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. The similar process is same here, but a little complicated here, and then here we can let us assume that root 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. Whenever it is a rational number, so we can write root 3 plus root 5 equal to P upon Q. Already you know that P, Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. P comma Q are coprimes. Coprimes means you know that only one is the common factor, no other factors are there. Now whenever the question is like that, just to have to take squaring on both sides. What's in this process? So whenever the two numbers have the square root here, so at that time we have to take squaring on both sides. So squaring on both sides, so what will happen here? Root 3 plus root 5 whole square equal to P by Q whole square. This much you can write here. So already you know that this is in the form of a plus b whole square. Here a plus b whole square equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. This one. And next one is here a by b whole square. A by b whole square you can write a square by b square. So now using this, now we can expand root 3 plus root 5. Here a square means root 3 whole square, b square means root 5 whole square plus 2 times root 3 times root 5 equal to phi square upon q square. Okay. Now we have to simplify this. So root 3 whole square it becomes 3, root 5 whole square it becomes 5, and this one is already you know that root a into root b is equal to under root ab, a into b. So here also you can write root 15, 3 times 5 it is 15 equal to p square by q square. Now here you see adding these two you can get 8. 8 plus 2 root 15 equal to p square by q square. P square by q square. So transposing 8 that side. So this one becomes 2 root 15 equal to p square upon q square minus 8. So now again you can write 2 root 15 equal to p square. Here LCM we have to take, q square is the LCM, so here we can write q square in the denominator. 1 times q square and 8 also you have to multiply it with q square, it becomes 8q square. Okay. Now in the left hand side here 2 root 15 is there. This 2 also transposing this side, so it becomes denominator. So here you can write root 15 is equal to p square minus 8q square by 2q square. This whole value, so this whole value becomes rational, because all the values of p and q, this whole becomes a rational number. This one is becomes a rational number. This must be, root 15 must be rational, but this contradicts the fact. This contradicts the fact. This contradicts the fact. So therefore contradict the fact. So therefore we can write root 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. Next problem here. 6 plus root 2. 6 plus root 2. It's a very simple problem actually. Here also let us assume that here I am going to write, let us assume that six plus root 2 is a rational number. It is a rational number. We can write 6 plus root 2 equal to a upon b. Here a comma b are integers and b not equal to 0, and ab are co-primes. So this one, for all the problems same here, but it is a very simple problem, this one. Just to have to take transposing 6 that side. Transposing 6 from left to right here, it becomes root 2 equal to a upon b minus 6 upon 1 we can write for simplification. So by simplifying right hand side here, b is the LCM. So b is the LCM means here this star must be multiplied by b. So a minus 6b by b. So here for all the values of a and b, for all the values of a and b, so a minus 6b upon b is become rational. So this one is become rational, then root 2 also rational. But this contradicts the fact. This contradicts the fact. So therefore we can write our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. So therefore 6 plus root 2 is a is an irrational number. Okay.